Hello everybody, it's Leaf. In my relatively recent video about Avery, I mentioned that his presence in Sandrock could potentially be a clue about the next My Time game. Well, turns out it kinda was. Yesterday, we got a trailer announcing a new game, Project Me, and yep, Avery is there. Anyway, what is Project Me? Well, it's an upcoming mobile game for Android set in the My Time universe, made in collaboration with Nuverse. It's an open-world simulation RPG where we become the governor of a new settlement, well, probably of an entire area, not just one town, because that's what the mayor is for, right? Of course, we are expected to manage and improve the town, and probably the entire area. Fortunately, it's not gonna be purely a settlement management game. We will be able to create our own character, explore the map, fight, interact with NPCs, build and decorate our home and workshop. In other words, everything we expect from the My Time series title. Honestly, I'm not very good at management and planning, but more stories, more lore, new friends, maybe even new romance? Oh yes, please. Project Me is to be playable both solo and in co-op, and if you're not quite happy this is a game for Android, well, there's a chance other platforms will also be supported in the future. Which platforms? That is yet to be decided. Now, let's talk about the trailer, because there are some rather interesting details in it. But just so you know, I'm gonna be pausing a lot, and I'm gonna try to analyze as much as I can. So this, I assume, is Settlement Number 7, a new town created as part of the North Development Plan. This is the plan that Musa was talking about in Sandrock. It's the Alliance government initiative to strengthen the northern parts of the Eufaula Desert, and one of the reasons for such an undertaking is the ever-present threat of the Duvos Empire. This place is very green, but here we can actually see a different biome, a different area, full of pretty autumn trees. Now, the elephant in the room is this huge, mostly well-preserved Age of Corruption city. I mean, it's overgrown, but a surprising number of buildings are still in a rather good shape. The settlement itself seems to be here. This may be the town hall. And behind this relatively small settlement, there are all those big buildings that potentially make this place a paradise for ruin divers. And also those buildings just look very cool. This huge tree, for example, growing on top of one of them, instantly makes me want to go and see it up close, which probably is not going to be possible, but who knows. Here are some NPCs. Here we see some house building, co-op building probably. And this is probably the main street, maybe, with some more NPCs. Okay, so here. I think this is the governor shot. We are supposed to become the governor of the area. So this is probably us looking over our entire domain. This is like the establishing shot of the map. And we are standing on something that looks like some kind of old gigantic machine. For some reason, it reminds me of the golems from Miyazaki's Castle in the Sky. It could be anything, it could even be a building, but that's what it reminds me of. I mean, many aspects of the My Time series remind me of Castle in the Sky, old forgotten technology, flying pirates, blue energy crystals, you know. But it's no secret that Miyazaki's movies were an inspiration. This is most likely co-op combat. And well, is that Logan? Right, so judging by the hat, the pauldron and the cape, it is Logan, even though he looks kinda younger and smaller. And this is a very big giggler. Ah, Sky Sharks again. And who is that? I need to know. And here's Avery, as I mentioned, looking a bit out of place traveling like that. He looks so peaceful, but he still wears his full uniform. Plus, he's not alone. There's someone riding in front of him. Hard to say who that is. And Avery looks like he's actually moving with all his possessions. He's probably moving to Settlement Number 7, because where else? But we can't be sure. And this is the really tasty morsel, because this is Sandrock.
something on your mind?
No. And this Ursula? I don't think so. I think this is actually Logan's mom. And I don't believe they're one and the same person. Okay, so let's back up a little bit and take a look at Sandrock. So this is the workshop area, and we can see there's this really big, intricate house, plus some more buildings. And because we know that Mason lived in a simple shack, we can possibly assume that Project Me takes place roughly at the same time as My Time at Portia and Sandrock, because the builder is obviously already there. Because who else would build something like that? However, strangely, it seems like the train station hasn't been improved at all. It's still small and has no sign. Plus, there's still the old Shonash Bridge and the old water tower. And given that Logan looks somewhat different, it could suggest that it's actually a bit earlier than Portia and Sandrock. But then again, Avery looks the same. So, to be honest, I believe those mismatched details should be completely ignored. They don't matter that much probably, at least not in this trailer. What matters, however, is the airship. It's the same model as the one from the Northern Plateau, only the colors are different. This one is mostly red and blue, and has a logo that looks suspiciously like a red shark with big teeth. So, Sky Sharks. For those of you who didn't play My Time at Portia, Sky Sharks are a rather well-organized group of pirates who work with, or rather for, Duvos. Now, attention spoilers, Portia spoilers. In the first game, they showed up in Portia pretending to be Alliance guards. And their leader, Ursula, bears a striking resemblance to this woman here. I guess also to this man, provided his hair isn't just grey because of his age. And also to Logan. White hair, intense blue eyes. This woman, when we look at her closely, is not young. Ursula seemed a bit younger. The only reason I can think of for this woman to stare at Sandrock like that is if she actually has a personal story with this place. Hence, I believe this is actually Howlett's wife and Logan's mother, who, as we know, disappeared without a trace not long after the boy was born. This man obviously doesn't strike me as a very nice person. His question sounds like he tests her or he tries to provoke her. And she's very careful not to show any emotion while answering. So the dramatic undercurrent is very obvious here. Is she related to the older man? Is she related to Ursula? It seems she very well could be. Clearly white hair and blue eyes combo doesn't happen every day, and definitely not in this franchise. So maybe, and of course I'm only speculating, maybe she actually wanted to escape her life of crime. Maybe she went into hiding and married Howlett, but they found her and simply kidnapped her or gave her some kind of ultimatum, and she had to leave her new family and come back. Or maybe she was planted there on purpose. This is a topic for a different time. However, the story of Logan's family potentially sounds very familiar. There is one thing that makes me wonder, though. I thought that because Ursula and her team were pretending to be the council guards, they actually wore appropriate uniforms. But here, it seems that red and blue are just signature Sky Sharks colors. It makes little sense unless this choice was made because the players are already used to associating that uniform with Sky Sharks. Huh. Okay, so, what do you think? Do you like it? Will you play this game when it comes out? Do you even play mobile games? To be honest, I usually don't. I'm one of those very weird people who use their mobile phones as, phones. Plus, my phone is very old because I don't really use it that much, really. But this trailer did intrigue me, so I'm gonna have to rely on an emulator. Now, when does this game come out? I don't know. I have no idea. Currently, however, you can sign up to become a tester. Testing, I think, starts in June, so if you're curious, you know what to do. And all the important links are provided in the description box, just so you know. Right, so here comes yet another My Time game to completely devour my life. Great! Who needs to sleep anyway? Lovely! That's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. Take care.